What's up, and welcome back to North Lake Survivors. I'm Jonathan.
Zelda.
How have you been, sir?
Good. How have you been, sir?
Hot.
Yeah, I know. It's super hot.
I've been back on set. In the last 2 weekends, we filmed outside. And my God, it's just both times. I just feel like I get home and I'm like,
Why
I'm
are
going
you
to
guys
die.
filming outside?
Because for some reason, that's the schedule.
It's way too hot to be doing anything outside. Unless it's like early in the morning.
Well, we
or
start
late.
at like 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah,
but
then
it's
goes
hot
on.
by like 9 or 10.
It is. Oh my God. I cannot wait till fall.
I saw this thing on the news that was talking about like Texas, Oklahoma area has a heat dome over it, so the temperatures are like extra hot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, can't that move over somewhere else?
Yeah.
Like, why is it here?
Move over to Arizona or New Mexico.
Yeah. Not
I
here.
feel like Arizona is hotter than us, right? Aren't they usually hotter than us?
I don't know. When I drove through Arizona last year, I had the AC blasted the whole time. So.
I feel like a lot of people in Arizona say it's hot.
I feel like Arizona's drier too.
Maybe it's
So
drier.
it's more humidity
Yeah.
and all that. Like,
And they have scorpions.
yeah, we just have spiders.
Yeah.
I wake up with spider bites all the time.
And wasp.
And way too many mosquitoes.
Yeah, too many mosquitoes.
I can't handle all these mosquitoes.
I know. I just miss winter and fall when all the bugs go back to hibernation. And we have good weather.
But global warming's messing everything up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, at least it's not like 100 like last year. We would have been last year this time. I think we were in the triple digits.
We were, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not as bad as last year.
No, this year's definitely better than last year. But it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't. It still feels just as hot.
It does. And I'm just like, how did I used to work outside?
I don't know. It's torture.
It is hell. I'm just like, my God, I feel so bad for construction workers.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh God, it's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal. But I was gonna. So a couple weeks ago, I think it was like the day after we recorded last night.
Yeah.
I was driving to Walmart, and I got to this intersection, and there was a bunch of traffic. And all the cars were just stopped. Some kids, I say kids, they were like teenagers, early 20s, were doing donuts in the middle of the intersection. They had people blocking all four sides of the stop sign, and then they were doing donuts in the middle.
What?
And then people were getting out, yelling at them, honking, and
Oh my
they
gosh.
just kept doing it.
They just did that and blocked traffic?
Yeah,
What?
for a long ass time, and then finally you hear sirens in the background, and then they all just speed off down one path that I guess they
my
kept
God,
open.
That is so rude. Why?
And I'm just like, and it was like going the back ways to the Walmart across 30.
Yeah.
So it's just like the middle of nowhere intersection.
Yeah.
And they're just like, let's block off all
Let's
traffic.
just do some donuts. Let's have some fun. That's weird.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids?
Oh my gosh. I hope the cops caught them.
No, they got away. They were going pretty fast.
Dang.
My mom's old job, she used to work at Summit Racing.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to do that there. But it's like, it makes sense. They were buying parts for their car, and then they were doing it. This was just a random intersection that they all
Yeah.
closed off. And I was like,
Like if you're gonna do donuts, do it in an open parking lot or something.
yeah, not in the middle of a four-way intersection.
that
And I'm like, what am I, in a
crazy.
Fast and the Furious movie? Because, you know, like in those movies where they block off traffic and they're like, not
Yeah.
today, Grandpa, when the delivery guy was trying to get by.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought that was just some bullshit for the movie, but no. These kids saw that movie and was like, I'm going to do that in real life.
I wonder if they were filming it too.
Probably. But it's also just like, you're not even racing. You're just doing donuts.
That's annoying.
I have more respect for you if you were at least
Oh
racing.
my goodness.
It was so annoying.
Oh jeez.
I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Society, man.
Yeah, I can't believe they got away with it for that long.
Oh, it was a while. And when we got there, they had already been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just also just like, Ashley was telling me like her cousin's friend, he likes to go cruising.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that sounds so boring.
Cruising like
They find a street, and then a bunch of cars drive like a parade very slowly down the street. And I'm like, how is that fun?
why would they go like cruising? If you go, I feel like it's better if you go faster and just drive in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's what I think of cruising.
Yeah. Just going 100 down a desert road.
Yeah.
But they're just like...
Nah, that would be
banging music going slow, and I'm like...
That would be so boring.
Thank you. And to me, donuts are the same thing. Like, you're just going in a circle. You're a grown adult getting on a merry-go-round. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Why is this fun for you?
It would only be fun if it's like an open parking lot and I had a really nice car.
But even still, you do it for like a couple minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
And then you never have to do it again.
Yeah.
You don't close off traffic for a long, extended period of time.
Yeah.
To just keep spinning around in circles.
I don't know what their deal was.
I don't want to be one of those old people who are like, the youth today, but my God, the youth today.
They're getting dumber and dumber.
just race down the street. What happened to drag races?
That's normal. Oh my God, I used to love doing that. Just finding a random car. Like when I used to like work at Time Warner, I would come home like at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and there's no traffic, so I'll be speeding, and then another car, there's like always one other car that's speeding too, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna race you, and it's fun.
But you can get away with that because you're also the only person I know who's caused a wreck and then had the newspaper blame the victim for what you did.
Oh my God, that was funny.
So, we're not all that fortunate.
I don't know how they messed that up.
That's a bad reporter.
I know. I was like, wait, I got injured? Where?
Such a bad reporter who didn't verify anything.
I got home, I was like, wait, when was I in the hospital? They stopped. When was I injured?
You have memory loss. But to me, like, you're supposed to find a cliff. A cliff with a sheer drop. And then you drag race, and whoever gets closest to the edge without going over wins the race. Like, 1950s movies taught us how to do this.
Oh, I think someone...
I'm just joking. Please don't do that.
I think someone did just that. You know, Tom Cruise, his little stunt thing where he drove a motorcycle off a cliff?
Oh, yeah.
I think I heard someone else did that and died.
Okay, I was joking.
I think I did hear someone else try to do the Tom Cruise stunt and then ended up dying.
Tom Cruise had wires all over him.
I know. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? I don't know. People are kind of dumb.
I just don't know what to say anymore.
Maybe they didn't realize that Tom Cruise had wires on him to help him not fall. They were just like, oh, that's cool. If Tom Cruise could do it, I can do it too.
Whenever conversation goes to like violent video games make people violent or movies make people do stupid things, and I'm always just like, no, it doesn't. That's an idiotic thought process. No one watches that and goes, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But apparently people do.
They do.
What has happened? Like,
I don't know. People who use their brain.
Yeah, working my job, I've realized people aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. I'm like, you can sign now. Okay, cool, yeah. And then I tell them how to go through the process. And then a while goes on, and I'm just like, is it letting you sign? Oh, should I do it now? I'm like, yeah, whenever you're ready, yeah.
And I guess it doesn't help that AI kind of does everything for us now.
Oh, I hate it.
It kind of dumbs us down. Like, even when you go to, like, the store or even a drive-thru, a lot of drive-thrus nowadays are AIs.
I saw Nino talking about that online. I've yet to notice that.
I forgot where
he said Panda.
Oh, he went to Panda, yeah. Because I haven't been to one yet, but he said he went to Panda and it was all AI. I was like, that's crazy.
Have you noticed how it's making Google worse?
It's making Google worse?
Like, so if you Google stuff, a lot of times the first response will be an AI response.
Oh, yeah.
And half the time it's wrong.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
I too.
Someone posted on a Highlander page, and it was like Duncan MacLeod, and it's like, Duncan MacLeod is the lead character of the Highlander movies and the TV show, and it's like, no, he's not. He's the lead character of the show. The movie is Connor MacLeod. AI doesn't even know what it's talking about.
Oh my gosh.
AI is the worst thing that ever happened to society.
I agree.
It needs to go away. It does. It's making everything worse.
Do you have an iPhone?
No.
Okay, apparently iPhone is coming out with the AI, agenda. I forgot what it's called. Did you hear about it?
They're I guess using they're connecting it to, I guess, Siri, so it's going to be more connected.
So it's gonna be basically their brain, like tell them like their day-to-day schedule is, and it's crazy.
And I'm just like, has no one seen Terminator or The Matrix or any other movie that talks about a Space Odyssey, 2001: A Space Odyssey? There are numerous movies about how AI goes horribly wrong.
It does.
You can't entrust or Idiocracy. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's a movie about this dude who ends up like 1,000 years in the future. And everybody is so stupid that they forget how technology works. And so society just goes into ruins. Which is not far-fetched. If you look at the history of England, when the Romans kept expanding and expanding and expanding, right? They conquered, I think at the time it's called like Britannia or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And they built it up. Like they built up everything around that area, you know? Into what it was. And then when the Roman Empire started to shrink in on itself, they left that area. And the people there couldn't figure out how any of the stuff worked. So it decayed into ruin.
Wow.
And then they had to rebuild their society from scratch. So it's happened before. And I feel like it's happening now. More and more people don't know how the basic things in their life work.
That's true.
You can't rely on computers because when Snake Plissken hits the little button at the end of, was it the second one? Was Escape from New York, right? Or was that the first one? Whatever the second one was. When he hits the little button and the satellite sends an EMP wave that knocks out all of electricity, how are you going to survive?
I know. We have to go back to hunting and gathering.
Oh, we would all be dead. All be dead.
Yeah, basically.
Do you know anyone who could hunt and gather?
No. The old people, probably.
But even if they could hunt, do they know how to cook the food? Do they know how, you know what I mean?
Older people, because they had clay ovens and stuff.
How old are these older people that you're talking about?
Like, our grandparents. Who, if most of
all my grandparents are dead. But
I know only two of mine are alive.
My grandfather was a hunter, so yeah, I guess.
I know, like some of my grandparents. Well, I think my grandma has like a clay. She has like a stove outside.
I want to get that for cooking pizza.
But a lot of like third world countries, they do it where they cook outside and they have the fire.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If all of technology were to be wiped out, what is considered the third world today would be in a much better position to survive.
A lot of the people in like my family in Guyana, their country is considered third world.
Yeah.
So they still use like outside. They still cook outside, and they build a fire, and they do.
It would mainly be the first world countries that would crumble.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy.
There's this tribe in the Amazon who I think Elon Musk gave them internet.
Oh, wow.
And the elders are talking about how it's ruined the kids. They're like, they don't hunt anymore. They don't do their chores. They're just watching things on TikTok.
But it is like, a drug in the internet. Because I don't know how many times I'm just sitting there watching videos.
It releases endorphins in your head.
Like
so
the other day, I was making like something in the oven and like I forgot because I was watching. I was watching Instagram reels and I was like, "Oh shit, I have something in the oven."
It releases an endorphin, the same endorphin you get when you succeed in something like a victory.
Yeah.
It triggers in your head. It's a drug.
Yeah. It's just like, it's addictive. I was like, oh, this is so funny. I have to watch the next video. Oh, this is so funny.
Social media has destroyed society, but we're not allowed to talk about that.
No, we're not.
It's against the law.
It's against the law.
But, what do you expect with social media and reality television? And
yeah.
Speaking of reality television, you saw 8 Show?
Oh, the 8 Show, yes.
Wasn't that good?
It was good. It was crazy.
So if you haven't seen it, it's the show about these 8 contestants who get room keys. Where they had to pick a number. They didn't know what the number was.
It's a Korean show, right?
A Korean show, yeah.
Yeah.
Korean shows love to talk about poverty. You notice that?
I noticed that.
And so basically, whatever number you picked was what floor you're on, and the higher the floor, the more money you get, the bigger your room is. And it's literally a show that's just like, hey guys, this is capitalism. This is what you're buying into. It sucks.
Yeah. And I don't think they didn't know at first, like, how it worked, because they were all given a number 1 through 8.
Yeah.
And so they all picked random numbers. They didn't know that, oh, if I pick 8, I'm going to get more money. If I pick 1, I'm going to get the least amount of money.
Yeah.
They didn't know that at first.
Was 1 on top or 8 on top?
I don't
8
know.
was on top. You're right. 8 was on top.
Yeah, 8's on top, 1's on bottom. Yeah.
It just... And the thing is, like, the lead character in the thing, I would have done the same thing, because my thing is whenever there's numbers, you always pick 3.
Why 3?
Because unless there's only 3, then you pick 2. But you always pick 3 for me, because I assume in my head that it's, like, the order in which you're going to go. And if you don't know what it is, like if you know what it is, then okay, then you pick according to that. But if you don't know what it is, you pick 3, because you get time to see 2 other people go before and see where they fucked up. But you're also not going last.
Yeah, true.
So 3 to me, somewhat 3 is the beginning of the middle. So you always want to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Is just my philosophy. Like for group presentations, for whatever.
That's smart.
You don't want to be first and you don't want to be last.
Yeah.
And 3 is always a good middle spot. So I would have picked 3 as well.
Yeah, that's smart.
But it backfired in this.
But 3 wasn't like as terrible as 1.
Or 1.
1 was just, the least.
But it really was just a fuck you show to capitalism.
Yeah. And it just doesn't help that number 8 was so selfish.
Psychotic.
Very psychotic.
I mean, I won't give spoilers, but I do like how it ends.
Yeah.
The ending of the show, the fast forward and all that. It's not as good as Squid Game, but I did really enjoy it.
Yeah. It's kind of similar concept.
Definitely in the same vein.
The money, you're in it for the money, basically. Yeah.
Squid Game, I guess, just because people are dying, it's just more dramatic.
Yeah.
But
this one's still kind of dramatic.
What I find interesting is that America, where we're at in America now, despite what people keep saying about how great our economy is, yeah, maybe people are making more money than we've probably ever made before, but everything costs more.
Yeah.
And the disparity between what people are making and what things cost has never been more drastic since basically the Great Depression. It's bad. But no one talks about that. America, you don't see it in movies, you don't see it in TV shows. Media is not talking about it. And then you go to Korea, and all their entertainment is like, yo, money's fucked up, guys. Have you heard about this poverty thing?
Yeah.
And it's insane. Have you ever done the math? Like when they talk about like, oh, I want 1 billion won or whatever, and then you Google it, and it's like, that's nothing.
Yeah, because I remember Nino was playing a game with someone in India, and he was talking about, this game costs $100, and his friend was like, $100? That's like a month's salary for us. And I'm like, dang.
Because what is India's like rupees, right?
Rupees, yeah.
And that's nothing too, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Like what we make in a month is like nuts. People are like...
This was like 5-6 years, maybe 7 years ago. COVID fucked up time. So it was like 3-4 years before COVID. But they were saying that Venezuela's economy, like their dollar, was worth less than $1 in WoW.
Wow. That's insane.
I'm just like, God damn, like... So poverty's everywhere, but Korea seems to be the only entertainment that's like embraced, like...
Yeah, they're embracing it.
Let's talk about how fucked up poverty is.
They're like, let's get this out there.
Because America's just like, let's ignore it.
Yeah.
You watch sitcoms and it's like, here's these poor people living in like giant apartments. And I'm just like, okay, I'm watching Psych, and I get like it was back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But they're just like... Oh, we're struggling. Meanwhile, we have a beachfront property for our business. We each have nice apartments. And it's like, how are you struggling?
I know.
And every time I watch Three's Company, living in Los Angeles, and they're like, oh my God, our rent's $300. How can we afford that? And I'm just like, I hate you.
Dang.
Oh.
Man.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's sad how much... things have gone up.
And AI is only going to make it worse.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking people's jobs.
Taking everyone's jobs.
And they're not taking rich people's jobs. I mean, if Nina went to Panda Express and there's no one taking the order, that's a person's job gone.
Like Walmart, everything's like self-service now, which is convenient, but at the same time, it's like sometimes it's not convenient because sometimes you have a lot of malfunctions.
Yeah.
And you need help, and you're not able to get help because there's no one there. So it's good and bad. It's just,
I think there's a world where it could be a positive if it wasn't putting people out of work.
Yeah.
Or we had a system that protected people from being destitute.
Yeah.
But it's just expanding. Like, when I'm working, every time I go to type something, a little thing pops up like, would you like AI to help you? And it's like, no, I don't need...
the little circle.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not asking you to do anything.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And all of these companies have bought into it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why is this the world we want to go down? Who woke up one morning and was like, hey guys, a computer that can do everything for you is the way to go.
No, it's not.
I saw this thing that was like, it was I think it was on Twitter or X. And it was this like science fiction author writes a book about this death ray is a horrible thing and we should never make anything like it. A billionaire tech dude. Guys, I figured out how to make the death ray from that book. Isn't this cool? It's like, did you miss the point?
Oh my gosh.
The point was to not make that.
Oh, jeez.
I've never seen any show or movie or read any book where AI is a positive.
I haven't either. Every movie I see, AI always backfires and ends up killing you.
And yet we're running down that path.
Yeah.
And then they're building robots with AI, and I'm just like, can you guys watch Battlestar Galactica or Terminator?
I saw a movie called Mother. Have you seen Mother?
The movie like, about like the religious movie?
No, it's a robot that raises a human child.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because the Jennifer Lawrence movie called Mother is brilliant. But you're not talking about that one.
No, it's basically a robot that raises a human child. And like the world is like gotten rid of all the humans, and basically the mother is trying to raise a world with good people.
Yeah.
So she's trying to conform the child into being good. And if the child is bad, like if she gets bad grades, she kills the child and starts over. Because she has like a whole freezer of embryos, basically. So if the child is bad...
I have to watch this movie. It's called Mother?
Yeah, it's called Mother. I saw it on Netflix.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Well, the child... Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah. It's...
That's insane. So it just keeps killing children?
Well, it doesn't just keep killing children. The girl didn't know that until she bumped into like a infirmary where she saw like a dead, like some skeletons, and she realized what was happening. And she saw like old report cards of other kids who did bad, and she realized, oh my god, these are other kids.
Well, that's generally where it keeps coming to, is like computers can't understand nuance. They understand logic and they understand what you program into it, but they don't understand nuance. So if you give a computer a program like protect humans, well, eventually the computer is going to look at what's happening, take in all the data, and be like, well, the biggest threat to humanity is humanity.
That's exactly what Mother is. Like, the robot thinks that the threat are humans, so basically they eliminated all the humans, and they're trying to recreate Earth with better humans.
And I'm like, I get that logic, because humans suck.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the answer is genocide.
That's basically... I know, right? That's not the answer.
And I'm just like, it's only a matter of time before we just give complete control to these machines.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to get control back.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Scarlett Johansson?
What happened?
So, I don't know if... I've never seen it, but I don't know if you ever saw that movie. I think it's called Her, where she plays the AI phone.
AI phone?
So there's a movie where I think it's Joaquin Phoenix starts dating his phone because there's an AI voiced by Scarlett Johansson, and he falls in love with the AI.
Oh.
So one of these AI companies reached out to Scarlett Johansson and asked her if they could use her voice for their AI because they're essentially making an AI to do, you know what Apple does, where it controls everything.
Yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson said no. So then 3 days before launch, they asked her if she would reconsider. She said no. Then they released it, and it sounds just like Scarlett Johansson.
Wow.
They're claiming, now they won't tell us who the actress is, but they just found an actress who sounds just like Scarlett Johansson.
Ooh.
So either they did that, which is still a crime, because you're still infringing on her trademark of her voice.
Yeah.
Because you're passing it off as her.
Uh-huh.
Or they just used a deep fake of her voice and put it out without her consent.
Dang.
Now they've removed it because of all the backlash.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on. Like, they just stole her whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
This dude who does audiobooks, they stole his voice and started releasing audiobooks with his voice.
Ah.
Like, they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're just using this to steal people's work. This isn't going to end well.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything to protect people.
Yeah, I do see a lot of times, like, actors, they're AIs. They use AIs to, like, pretend like it's an actor.
Yeah.
But it's not really them. It's just an AI version. And
Yeah, like Drake's song.
yeah. And I'm like, dang, that looks like it's illegal. Like, did they get their consent?
Here's the thing that gets me too. If you watch any movie made that's ever been released on physical media, like go back to VHS tapes, go back to what? The first thing that pops up is an FBI warning about piracy. Right?
Yeah.
The United States, because of the Sonny Bono Mickey Mouse lawsuit, we have crazy copyright laws in this country that extend copyright for so long. Disney sues people over anything if you even look at their intellectual property. Which is why I'm so excited for the Winnie the Pooh versus Mickey Mouse horror movie that's coming out, since they're both public domain now.
Are you really excited for that?
Oh, I'm going to probably sometime this week watch both of the Winnie the Pooh movies, Blood and Honey and Blood and Honey 2. I'm so excited. Let's make these cheesy horror movies.
That's gonna be crazy.
But some dude wanted to put Spider-Man on his kid's gravestone, and Disney sent him a cease and desist, so he couldn't do it.
Wow.
These companies are crazy with their, you can't use our intellectual property. A daycare center had a mural of Mickey Mouse. They got sued by Disney.
Wow.
Disney is so on top of these lawsuits. And yet now we have these AI companies taking everything they can off the internet and arguing and this is their argument, it would be too expensive for me to do this legitimately. In order to advance the technology, you guys should just let me steal everybody's copyright. And so far, the courts are kind of like, well, that makes sense. Well, it's like, well, then why can't meanwhile, I make a video where I talk about a TV show and I show clips of the show, which is technically protected by fair use copyright law, and I still get flagged for it. But AI is like, we want to be able to steal everybody's copyright. And they're like, well, it would be too expensive for you to pay the people you're stealing from. So yeah, by all means, go ahead and steal from them. And it's just like, any company that is using AI doesn't get to talk about theft anymore. Yeah. You can't complain about piracy. You can't complain about stealing because you're stealing and we're all supposed to be okay with it. Well, hey, look, man, I can't afford to buy your plasma screen TV. Oh, plasma screen's dead. I can't afford to buy your 4K TV, so I'm just going to take it because, I mean, that's what you're doing.
Exactly.
You're stealing from artists, so why can't we steal from you? If Apple thinks it's okay to use generative AI to make their projects more rich, which is stealing everybody else's copyrighted material, I should be able to go into a store and take an iPhone and nobody says anything about it. If they can steal with impunity, why can't everybody? You're basically changing the laws of society. So if AI companies can steal, we should all be able to steal. We should just get rid of theft as a law.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
It's insane that they're getting a pass from theft.
Yeah.
either you start cracking down on these AI companies, or you just get rid of copyright protections. Which, if that's the case, then I'm opening Marvel 2.0 and I'm just gonna write Marvel stories and sell them. Like, what are we talking about here? You can't. It's insane to me that nobody is putting a stop to this.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the companies that are using it are the companies that arguably have the most to lose, because they own all the IP. The stuff they're stealing from, you guys kind of own already.
But so who can go and stop them?
Well, it has to be Congress or the courts.
Yeah.
None of these companies are going to stop because they're investing money into it.
Yeah.
The problem is there's a stock market thing now where there's a company, a brokerage firm, where if you could just go and be like, hey, here's X amount of my paycheck every month. Mm-hmm. Can you put this in stock that Congress people are investing in? And they will mimic your investments with members of Congress.
Oh.
Because Congress people stocks somehow buy at the right time, sell at the right time. It's almost as if they know what laws are being passed,
yeah,
and what companies are being censored before it happens. What's FYI? Isn't that what Martha Stewart got arrested for? It's insider trading. Yeah.
Wow.
So people are now just copying Congress people's stock purchases and sales. Dang. And they're making a killing. It's like $1 billion industry.
That's insane.
And it's just like, why do we let Congress people buy stocks? They should be excluded from that.
Yeah.
This country's so corrupt.
It is.
It's so insanely corrupt.
Yeah.
But I do have a court case that I think is funny. So we'll talk about that, and then we can talk about Bad Boys.
Okay.
So I don't know if you saw this. It was all over. And there's like multiple follow-ups now. There was this dude, I forget his name on top of my head, but he zoomed into a court hearing.
Okay.
And he was late zooming in. Mm-hmm. And so you could tell the judge was kind of like, this dude is late, what's going on? You're wasting my time.
Uh-huh.
And when the Zoom call comes on, he's like, the judge's like, are you driving? And he's like, yes, Your Honor, I'm just pulling into a hospital right now, but I'm about to park. And just like, okay, let me know when you park. And so the guy goes, yes, Your Honor, I'm parking right now. And so then he parks. And he's like, okay, Your Honor, I'm parked. And the judge just goes, okay. And at this point, you're like, oh, okay, it's because he's driving. Why are you on a Zoom call when you're driving?
When you're driving.
That's bad.
Right.
But then the judge looks up and doesn't look at the dude's attorney holding up the phone with the computer, whatever, with the Zoom call.
Yeah.
He instead looks at the prosecutor and goes, just so I understand correctly, can you explain to me what this case is about? And the prosecutor, with like trying so hard not to smirk, goes, he was driving with a suspended license. And the judge goes,
he's still suspended, right?
Yeah, so the judge goes, so when he got pulled over before, he didn't have a license. And he goes, no, but he was driving. Yes. Like he's doing right now. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Well, I don't think this needs to go any further. You have until 6 p.m. tonight to turn yourself in. Dismissed it. I saw that. I was like, and the guy's face, the guy says, "What?"
How stupid can he be?
Just like, this is the biggest dumbass who has ever lived in the entire world. How do you call in while driving to a courthouse
without a license? When
you're defending yourself for driving without a license? You have to be the biggest moron who has ever lived. So he went to prison or jail for the weekend.
Yeah.
And then it came out that the suspended driver's license was overturned. Like he got a letter from the court saying that they were going to return it, and that it's no longer suspended, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And he was like, so I thought I could drive. Apparently he just had to go through a process to do it, and they were telling him that he could, and he didn't do the process. So they argued it was this misunderstanding, and he thought he was eligible to drive again, yada yada yada. And so he goes. So that was the next update.
Yeah.
So then the third update comes, and so his attorney explains all to this to the judge, and the judge goes, "Yes, no, I saw what your client said because they released it as like a press things," and he goes, "So I went and did some research. It turns out what was suspended was not his license, but his right to get a license.
His right to get a license.
Your client has never, in this state or any other, ever had a driver's license. He renews his ID every year, so he knows he didn't have a driver's license. So now you're lying to me."
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, this dude is a moron.
He's so stupid.
And then the last update is that he's finally scheduled to take his driver's test.
So he's finally gonna get a license. Okay. At least it's almost happy ending.
But is he not the dumbest person who has ever lived?
Oh my gosh. Was he not thinking? What?
I'm just like, you have to be a moron. Like, you can't be, like, there can't be people that dumb.
Oh gosh.
Can there be people that dumb?
Yeah.
I'm just, it breaks my heart that people are so stupid.
I did watch a Judge Judy case about some guy who stole a wallet. Did you watch that one?
No.
Yeah, and like it was he stole a girl's wallet, and the girl was describing what was.
I think
inside.
you sent this to me. Yeah.
And then he goes up and he's like, "There was no earpiece in that wallet." And
yeah, because she's listing all the things in it, right?
And Judge Judy just laughs and he's like, "I love it. Case closed." People just dig a hole for themselves.
I'm just, oh my god, why are people so stupid? Why are people so stupid?
I don't know.
Like, oh my god, it breaks my heart that people are this dumb.
It's funny to watch.
And he thought he got her. He was like, "Your Honor, she's lying about this." I was like, "You're lying about everything." My lord, man. Oh, so Bad Boys 4.
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh my god. So how many Bad Boys? There's 4 Bad Boys?
4.
Because I guess I didn't watch the first one. I mean, the second or third one. Because I didn't know he had a son.
My mom, she was saying the same thing, and I was like, we went to go watch the third one together. I don't know why.
So was that the third one?
It was the third one. So basically, the Bad Boys timeline, for those who are interested, it goes Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2, LA's Finest 1, LA's Finest Season 2, I forgot the name of the third one, but then the third one, and then this one. So Bad Boys for Life was the third one, and then Bad Boys Ride or Die.
So there's 4.
There's 4, and then there's 2 seasons of a TV show.
Okay.
Because Gabrielle Union, Martin Lawrence's sister in the second movie, she moves to LA and becomes a cop.
Okay.
And Jessica Alba's her partner.
Okay.
And they have 2 seasons of a show. I've never seen the second season, but the first season was pretty good.
Yeah. So I think, Bad Boys, the original one came out
We were kids,
long time ago. So I remember vaguely about it.
And the second one was like not long after.
Yeah. So I don't think I saw the second or third one, so I need to rewatch it because
the second one, with the beginning of it is it's a Klan meeting, and then Martin Lawrence and Will Smith throw off the Klan's uniform and start killing Klansmen. So if you've seen the second one, you would remember that.
Okay.
That scene was pretty epic.
It's not the one with aliens, is it?
Well, that's Men in Black or Independence Day. You're getting your Will Smith movies all mixed up.
I'm getting my Will Smith movies because he's wearing a suit in that one.
There's no aliens in the Bad Boy movies.
I'm getting my Will Smith mixed up.
As far as I know, there's no aliens in the Bad Boy
Martin
movies.
Lawrence isn't in Men in Black, right?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. That's Tommy Lee Jones. It's an old white man. It's an old white man.
Okay, so I need to rewatch the second and third one because I saw when I went to watch Bad Boys for Life, this new one.
So on this new one, the tall dude who was like at the art gallery, he's also in the TV show.
Okay.
He moves to LA as well, and then I guess apparently now he comes back.
Okay. But yeah, my point is I did not know he had a son. I was like, what?
If I remember correctly, that was the point of the third movie.
Okay. So they show him.
Yeah, I think he was the bad guy in the third movie. I've only seen the third movie once in theaters, so I didn't even watch it as well.
Okay.
But if I remember correctly, he was the villain in the third movie.
Okay. But it was so good. It was.
My movie theater has never been that packed.
Yeah, I noticed it was more packed because my movie theaters are not empty, but they're not usually like packed.
My movie theater is normally empty. There's like 1 or 2 people there.
Yeah.
I went to the last showing of the night, and the lines were huge. So the lines were so long that they had someone going around going, "Are you just trying to get online tickets? And let me just scan that because I'm not going to make you wait in this line." It's never been that packed, even before COVID. And I'm just like, oh, movies are back.
Yeah.
In a week, Bad Boys, this movie made over $1 billion. It's making Marvel numbers.
I believe it. It was so good.
It was
Everybody
great.
in my movie theater, they were just like applauding.
People stood up and started clapping. This movie got a standing ovation at the end.
It was amazing.
And I'm like, well, Will Smith's career survived.
The ending scene, everybody clapped.
Oh yeah, same.
I remember. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. No, we won't give anything away. But
it was so great.
Especially since I went the second week it came out, and it was still sold out. Like
yeah. I know. Even whenever you said you went yesterday, and you're like, it was still packed. I was like, wow, it's still packed.
I mean, in a week, it made $1 billion. Those are Marvel numbers.
Wow.
No, like Star Wars and Marvel. Nothing else makes that money. Well, Avatar, but like those 3, like that's it. And now Bad Boys 4.
Yeah, I don't know if some people were kind of sketchy to watch it because of Will Smith, but he did really good.
I think this brought his career back.
I think he did amazing.
You can't argue anymore that Chris Rock thing is going to hurt his box office.
No, he did amazing. Oh my gosh, him and Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence was so funny in this.
Yes. They just make such a great duo.
And then you know what comes out to... we're filming this on Father's Day. You know what comes out today? I believe it comes out today. I have to double check. But Axel Foley. That name should mean something to you. It's not coming out in theaters, unfortunately, even though it should.
Axel Foley.
Beverly Hills Cop 4 comes out today on Netflix.
Oh, was Will Smith in that?
It's an Eddie Murphy movie.
Oh, it's an Eddie Murphy movie.
You've never seen Beverly Hills Cop?
No. But Eddie Murphy's funny, so I need to watch it.
She's never seen Beverly Hills Cop.
I've never seen Beverly Hills Cop.
So this would be the 4th one of those movies as well.
Oh, man.
It's been so long since I've seen the 2nd and 3rd one.
So Eddie Murphy is making these still. He's starring them.
It's been a long time, but he came back for the 4th one.
So he's back again.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, Axel Foley's the name of his character. But basically, he's from somewhere out east. I forgot if it's Chicago or Detroit, but he's out that way. And then his case brings him to Beverly Hills. Okay. So he's technically, it's kind of Die Hard-esque, where it's like, I'm a cop somewhere else, but I'm coming here and shit's happening. But that's basically what the movies are. And they're so fun. They're funny. Like, they're comedy action movies.
So it came out today?
I believe it comes out today on Netflix, the 4th one.
Oh, so on Netflix. So it's not in theaters.
It's not. I'm just like, how is the 4th Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy not in movie theaters?
Okay.
On Father's Day weekend.
But it's out on Netflix?
But it should be out on Netflix.
So I can watch it. Do I have to watch the first 4?
I'm going to rewatch the first 3 before I watch it.
Okay, then I should watch the first 3.
I can't believe you've never seen Beverly Hills Cop.
I can't believe I've never seen it either.
That's heartbreaking.
I know, I'm sorry. I love Eddie Murphy. Like, he's
Have you seen Metro?
Metro, what's it about?
Okay, it's another cop movie with Eddie Murphy. Have you seen... So what cop movies have you seen? Have you seen the Die Hard movies?
No, I haven't seen the Die Hard.
Have you seen the Lethal Weapon movies? Have you seen the Ride Along movies with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart? Those are new.
Friday?
Okay.
Ice Cube and Kevin Hart. Oh, wait, Kevin Hart's not in Friday.
No, he's not.
Oh my god. I feel
Chris
like
Tucker.
Chris Tucker
is in the first Friday.
Oh, okay.
Mike Epps is in the second too.
Got my Chris's mixed up. I'm sure I saw Ride Along.
Seen Rush Hour?
I've seen Rush Hour.
Okay, finally we found something.
Rush Hour, yes.
Oh my
Jackie
lord.
Chan and Chris Tucker.
Oh my lord. I just.
Okay, so I got a list of movies I gotta watch. Ride Along. And
So
Beverly Hills Cops.
yes, and Die Hard,
and
Lethal Weapon.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
It is.
So I gotta watch it during Christmas.
Lethal Weapon, I believe the second one is
Lethal
a
Weapon
Christmas movie as well.
Too. Okay.
So when we went to Comic-Con, I told Nino he needs to show you Craft and Lost Boys. Have you guys watched that yet?
Oh, no, not yet.
Ah,
Are they movies or series?
they're movies.
Okay, so I can watch them. Because we were watching some series that took some time.
What have you been watching?
We started Your Honor, which is really, really good.
That's the one with
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
So he's just like some of his acting in that movie kind of reminds me of Breaking Bad.
Is he the judge or?
Yeah, he's a judge. Yeah, it's really, really, really good. I just finished the first season.
Oh, okay. How many seasons
There's
is
only
it?
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then are you guys watching Dexter or?
He wanted me to watch Dexter because I like. What is it about? Kind of drugs.
No, he's a serial killer.
Serial killer. Yeah. Drugs. Because I like Breaking Bad, so he said it was similar to kind of, I don't know.
To be fair, in his defense, I came into both of those shows late, and those were the 2 shows I compared when I was watching, because I watched them back to back. I don't know why, because now with some time, there's not a whole lot of similarity, but everybody, myself included, compared them, because they were on at the same time.
Yeah.
They ended at the same time.
Okay. But yeah.
Breaking Bad, I think, had the better ending, though. I hated the ending of Dexter. But I haven't seen the miniseries, and apparently the miniseries fixes the ending.
Okay.
And they're about to start the prequel series.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They said it was coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not watching Dexter.
No, I haven't started yet.
You're like, hell no, I don't want to watch no serial killer. It's actually really good. The ending is painful, but the show itself is brilliant.
I've just been watching Your Honor and
John Lithgow's in it.
Who's John Lithgow?
Have you seen Third Rock from the Sun?
Third Rock from the Sun?
Yeah.
No.
It's only one of the funniest sitcoms ever made in the history of the world.
Funnier than Friends?
Oh my god, it's not even a comparison.
Funnier than Three's Company? Funnier than Different Strokes? Funnier than...
You know what? I have nostalgia for Three's Company, and Three's Company definitely holds up.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about funny, Third Rock's funny.
Okay.
Third Rock, to me, the only thing funnier than Third Rock is maybe Gilligan's Island.
Okay.
Third Rock from the Sun is hilarious.
Gilligan's Island.
At Comic-Con, I got the Gilligan's Planet and the New Adventures of Gilligan on DVD.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Did you watch it yet?
I've seen them before. I just wanted them for my collection.
Yeah.
It's next episode we'll talk about Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con was fun.
But you need so much. So what are you watching? There's so much you need to watch. It just boggles the mind.
Your Honor, and then I was watching some reality TV show called Perfect Match with your favorite contestant on
432.
432 is on Perfect Match.
Did he find his perfect match?
He's very narcissistic, just like...
just like me, or just like he was on the show?
Just like he was on the show.
I was like, wow, that's insulting.
Like,
I thought you were like, just like you, and I was like, god damn. Like, okay.
No, just like he's in the show. He's very narcissistic, like, all about himself.
So he didn't find his perfect match.
Well, it's not over yet, so he's still there. So...
I was insulted. I was like, wow, that's just cruel. Okay, I see how it is. Excuse me while I go over here and cry.
But it's just fun watching, trash TV, reality TV.
But you have so many shows to watch.
I know, I have so many shows to watch. There's so many.
You've never even seen Buffy and Angel.
I know. But I had the whole summer. It's still June.
Have you seen Battlestar Galactica?
No.
The original or the remake?
No. How many episodes is Battlestar Galactica?
The original series was 1 season and then a spin-off show that was another season. The remake was 4 seasons, 2 web series, 2 movies, and then 1 season of a prequel. Well, 3 movies and then 1 season of a prequel.
I need to watch it.
One of the movies was a prequel.
Okay.
But it's all about AI and how AI is going to do us all.
I do like AI's movies and series.
If Friends is your idea of the best sitcom ever made,
I think it's really funny. I loved Friends.
Coupling is better. That's the British version. Obviously, Gilligan's Island. You got Cheers.
Island. I've never watched Cheers.
Frasier, which is the spin-off of Cheers. You have Wings, which is kind of Cheers 2. Taxi. Have you seen Taxi?
Full House.
Full House is good.
Was my favorite growing up too.
How I Met Your Mother, with the exception of that god-awful ending, is brilliant.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. So I didn't watch.
How I Met Your Father is kind of good, but it just gets canceled.
Oh, I didn't even watch that one.
You have to finish How I Met Your Mother first.
Oh.
You should watch Taxi. Taxi's pretty good.
Taxi.
It's a 70s sitcom.
Okay.
I can't believe Friends is your go-to.
I love
Why does
Friends.
everybody like
It's
Friends?
so funny. Everybody loves Friends. I don't know why you hate Friends. You and Nino don't like Friends. Why?
To be fair, when it aired, I watched it. I've seen every episode of Friends.
You don't think it's the greatest?
I don't think it holds up.
I think it holds up. How could you not like?
Because all of them are such narcissists.
Chandler, Bing. Could you be any funnier? Ross with his paleontologist.
Ross and Rachel's relationship is the most annoying relationship in the history. And I love Will They Won't They.
Well, yeah, their relationship was annoying, yeah.
I don't think Friends is as brilliant as people make it out to be.
Phoebe Buffay with her smelly cat.
And her twin sister on Mad About You. Have you ever seen Mad About You?
No.
You know her twin sister. She was on a couple episodes of Friends.
I didn't know she had a twin sister.
She was on a couple episodes of Friends.
Were they twins or just identical?
They're both played by her, so yeah, they're twins. She plays both of them.
So it's not actually. She doesn't actually have a twin.
The actress doesn't have a twin. The
okay,
character
but they're
is a twin.
both played by her. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well, the twin was on another sitcom because before she was on Friends, she was a reoccurring character on a sitcom called Mad About You.
Oh.
So they made the characters twins, so she plays both. I can't believe you've never seen Mad About You. See, you have such holes. That's why you think Friends is so great. It's all the holes.
Oh, Friends is great. That's how I learned about the holiday armadillo.
It's not a real thing.
It is. It's a Hanukkah icon.
Is it really?
And he made it up. Ross made it up. So now I want to teach my children, even though we're not Jewish, we're going to celebrate Hanukkah, and we're going to have the holiday armadillo in remembrance to Friends. Oh yeah, isn't that the greatest thing?
Well, I think that's where we end this episode. And instead of saying "give us more legends," I'm gonna say "give us less Friends."
Give us more holiday armadillo.
Oh dear Lord!
Can't believe you're hating on Friends.